Hey, I am Ace Creeper and today I'm back with a brand new Doctor Who figure review. Today we've got a very exciting day talking about some brand new figures. We've got two brand new exclusive figures and one sort of kind of new re-release type figure. This is the Friends and Foe of the 13th Doctor figure set for B&M's new range, which is coming out around mid-July, I believe. So addressing the elephant in the room, of course, this was sent to me by Character Options. Massive thanks to the people at Character Options and Evolution PR for sending this out to me. Really means a lot, and it's been great to have a look at the figure, unbox it on a live stream, and actually talk about it now on this lovely little review. I would usually talk about the box and then take the figures out of it, but obviously, as you may know, we did a live stream earlier where we've already done that, so I'm going to just talk about the box in general right here. The box in general is very nice and it's an updated design from the last B&M range. Obviously the cardboard doesn't come down to here anymore, it's now on the roof. So that's quite nice to be able to see a bit more of a rounded view of the figures. Definitely a bit of an improvement there. The backdrop is a bit bland, but you know, it does the trick. You don't need anything overly exciting and wonderful for the backdrop of three figures. It does the job, and you know, it's nice enough. It's not just white, it's got a few little design choices in there. So yeah, you know, it's not bad. Friends and Foe of the 13th Doctor collector figure set, Doctor Who, collector series, and it's got loads of information on the sides as well. Nice design box art again. Got pictures of the figures on the back as well as a bit of information basically telling you which characters these are: YAZ Khan, Ryan Sinclair and Judoon Trooper, and a few legal things on the bottom as well. Talking about the actual figures themselves, let's start by talking about Yasmin Khan. As a lot of you may know, it seems that these figures are remade from old Primeval and Doctor Who figures, retooled to fit brand new characters. A lot of people seem to have some sort of issue with that, but personally, I actually really like what they've done here. If you can make it work and it looks good and it looks like the actual character, then absolutely go for it. And this looks genuinely incredible. It looks like an almost 100% brand new figure, which it basically is. It's accurate to Yasmin's look in It Takes You Away with a sort of brown leather jacket and a sort of long hair with the space buttons. It's a great look, and a massive amount of respect to the people at Character Options for actually choosing this hairstyle, because it certainly looks a little bit more complicated than maybe just like a tied up version of Yaz's hair. Talking about the face sculpt itself, it really looks like Mandip Gill. It's actually unreal. It really does look like it. From certain angles, it looks a little bit washed over and the paint apps have smoothed it out a little bit too much, so it definitely obviously looks like a figure, but at this scale, to look that much like the actual actress is actually brilliant. It looks incredible in terms of previous releases. It's definitely a step up in the way they've done this. The paint apps are accurate and it looks bloody great. The hair sculpt is one big piece with two hair strands down the front, one hair strand down the back, and obviously space buns as well on the top of the hair sculpt. Again, very brave choice. They could have picked something a lot easier for them to sculpt, but they've gone for it and it's paid off. It really works quite well. There's not many other colours in the wash for the hair, it's just the one standard colour, but I think it works. I think it looks like Yasmin Khan. It doesn't detract from it in any way. It doesn't look bad or anything like that. It looks great, and I think it does the right trick. In terms of articulation, it does the standard sort of Doctor Who figure stuff. It doesn't come out at the sides anymore, the arms, but you know, in general, it looks pretty good, and yeah, probably the best figure of this set actually. Really good stuff. Next we'll talk about Ryan. Now Ryan, once again, similar to Yasmin's figure, is tooled from old figures, having a unique head sculpt on top of old parts, which is perfectly fine, as I said, if you can pull it off and make it look like the character. Now, starting with the positives, Ryan's figure really does look like Tosin Cole. They are absolutely smashing it with the head sculpts in these new releases, genuinely. It looks incredible. It genuinely looks like Tosin Cole from almost every angle. Especially the way they've done the hair with the fade as well. It looks very much like the character, and it has to be respected. My only sort of negative about this figure really is the choice of clothing. Now, yes, Tosin Cole does wear a dark coat and has a blue t-shirt underneath, but I've never seen him wear a coat with this many pockets on, or it buttoned up with the shirt collar up before, It's a very different look, and we haven't seen it in the TV show, so it's not 100% accurate. However, you know, it does the trick. It does the trick as looking like a Ryan figure. It's not bad by any stretch. It looks great. They've got the face sculpt bang on, and that's probably the most important thing about creating a likeness for a character. The coat looks great, it just doesn't look 100% accurate, which is, you know, it's a tad bit of a shame for people looking for that 100% accuracy from a certain episode, but I couldn't name the episode that he wore this particular look in. It's not terrible by any means, it's a great figure, not to me as perfect as maybe the Yasmin one is. And finally, we've got the Judoon Trooper, a slightly retooled version of one of the Series 3 and 4 releases with a few better paint apps, I'd say. I think it looks a hell of a lot more striking than the original figures did, or maybe my old ones have just worn down over the many years of having them. But what this figure does come with, which separates it of course, is a brand new accessory, the Judoon gun, Judoon gun that was only seen in Fugitive of the Judoon in Series 12. So it's great to have a Judoon figure with that. It really sets it off. It's great because I know a lot of the B&M sets don't always come with accessories. So to have a Judoon figure that comes with a gun in the B&M range is actually a massive plus, and that really does lift it up for me for a figure. It's a very standard figure. We've seen the Judoon release before, but in terms of a retool and re-release, it's an interesting choice. I actually quite like it. It wouldn't have been my number one choice to go alongside Ryan and YAZ, but to really sell it as a set and not overprice it with brand new figures, because, you know, that would be, if you had 3 brand new figures, you'd probably want to price it higher for how much it's worth. But, you know, I think the Judoon brings it down enough where it actually does level out quite well, and it feels like you're getting a good set for a good price. Talking about price, nothing has been confirmed as of yet, but looking at previous releases of the 3-figure set, it looks like it's going to be anywhere from around £15 to about £20 in the UK and B&M stores. This is by no means a bad thing. I genuinely think whatever the price, if it's in that range, I think it would be worth it. You pay about £12 to get a Graham figure and £12 to get a Jodie figure, so to get for about £20 or £15 to get 2 brand new companion figures and a Judoon figure as well for your collection, I think you're really getting your money's worth with that. As far as these sets go, it's definitely one of the better ones that Character Options have released. In terms of the 3-figure sets, the newest one they've ever done was Series 10 with Bill and Missy, so, you know, props to them for doing a Series 12 one. That's a big step up, and I'm looking forward to seeing what they do in the future. As previously mentioned, this is part of the brand new B&M range which will be coming out next month, alongside the Unit Claws of Axos set, the Companions of the 4th Doctor, the Doctor and TARDIS from the War Games, History of the Daleks 1 and 2. All very good, very new sets that are quite exciting by the looks of it. If all of them are to the standard of this set, then I'm very much looking forward to that release, because this is definitely worth getting in my opinion, if you're a fan of the 13th Doctor's era. And that's it for this review. Thank you so much for watching, and again, thank you to Character Options and Evolution PR for sending me this advanced copy to review on the channel for you lot. Leave a like if you enjoyed, comment below for any more suggestions in the future, subscribe to the channel with notifications on if you haven't already. We're almost at 18,000, so let's have that final push and see if we can get there today. For early access content and other fun little bonuses for $1 a month, you can check out my Patreon page, linked in the description below, as well as my Twitter and Instagram as well for the latest news and updates. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye.